All good. Thumbs up. All right. So we're getting through there. We're almost done. Only got about 3 or 4 more hours to go. All right. Slide 113, The Twilight of the Gods Prophecy. That was by Andreas and Gaston. Actually, Andreas had actually done quite a bit of work for us as well, helping to pull together all the credits and all the details, which was really greatly appreciated. And another person who just leapt in when we needed help, right, Ari?
And he did a great job. He jumped in, Chris Burgos as well, with pulling those credits together.
Yep.
So, you know, a lot of people really stepped up when we needed them to. I gotta say, with this one, I really love that that orange color in the background there, and the way, even from the first page, how that kind of really jumps out at me, and it's sort of done consistently throughout the beginning, as it really sets the tone for the entire piece.
Yeah, if you look here, I thought what was great about what they were doing in this story is look at the difference in different types of panels that they used. And it was very effective. It was integrated well into the story. It was not distracting at all, but it kept your attention. It was visually very interesting, the way they pulled that together and assembled the story.
And we do have a video, buddy, if you want to go ahead and play.
All the video then.
All right, and here we go.
Hi guys, my name is Andres, and I am the writer and letterer of Twilight of the Gods Prophecy. The art of the story is from a fellow countryman of mine called Gaston Helser. The colors were provided by Maya Opachik, hope I didn't butcher that. And this story started when Gaston told me that he wanted to draw dwarves and elves and orcs, and I'm not that much into that, so I tried to give him a story that was respectful of the subject matter, but in the end, I took advantage of the twist in the ending to add some humor there and to show where my feelings truly lie with the subject matter. Hope you like it. Thank you.
I love that intro, and it's nice to know a little bit of background history on it, but it was a really well done story, very well thought through. And even though he didn't like elves and orcs and things like that, I thought he pulled together a really fine story, considering that it wasn't the subject matter he would ordinarily be attracted to.
One of the other cool things about this one is that there's the prophecy, which kind of reads as you go, but the character's speaking, and so it's kind of this dual thing through the comic where you read the prophecy and you read the characters as they live sort of their little lives in the story. And so you kind of get through the whole thing and you realize that it's one story, but you have these two dialogues as you go through. And I thought that was really neat. And visually, it was really well laid out, so you can see sort of the juxtaposition of those two things.
I think another thing that's important about this one is if you hear in the video when he said, you know, his art really wanted to draw elves, and I don't really like elves. What am I going to do? You know, it's something that Buddy always says at the beginning of the Creator Connection panel, your space robot unicorn little thing that you do, you know. And people come up to each other and they're like, okay, what do you do? What do you? Oh, I don't do that. And then they never talk to each other again. I think it's really great that they followed through on that and found a way to work it for both of them, where you know what, maybe he didn't do elves before, but now he has a story that he likes with elves. And that's another thing that he could do. He took what the artist wanted to do, and he was able to adapt to that and to make a story that in the end that they're both happy with. And I think that's a good lesson for all of the creators, both the writers and the artists, that, you know, if you are creative enough, there should be a way to collaborate about any type of story, if you want to work with someone. And I know that that's a lesson that Buddy tries to teach us at the beginning of every Creator Connection. And I know that it's one, just having been through and talking to a lot of artists and a lot of writers throughout the years at his panels, that it's one that we don't always do as great a job as following through on that. And it's nice to see a team that did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see someone who rose to that challenge. It's not something they normally would have done, but they worked together and made a really great comic out of it. I agree. And great point, Ari, and thanks for complimenting me. I will send you a check later tomorrow morning
for saying nice things about me.
I will settle for one of those cool comic book school T-shirts.
Oh, is that it? That's the
That-
big.
that's-
All right,
that's
you got it.